Hi everyone, wanted to talk about follow-up plans today. You'll see at the top here is one of our newsletters that we actually provide to you guys once a month. You'll get it at the beginning of the month if you're on the list. If you're not, you need to notify the admin right away that you're not receiving it. So just email admin@moveforfreerealty.com and we'll make sure that you are added to the list if for some reason you're not. Okay, so follow-up plan. I can't stress enough how important it is to have a follow-up plan. What a lot of people do is they're out there constantly meeting new people. They never follow up with them because they lack a follow-up system, and then it was all for nothing. It was all for nothing. In other words, you're constantly going to be running on that rat wheel, the mouse wheel, constantly looking for new business because you're not cultivating business for tomorrow. So your follow-up systems generate your business for tomorrow. Other than that, every day you're going to wake up unemployed, and it's going to be a horrible feeling. You're going to get burnt out so quickly. If you put together a follow-up program that is systematic, and that's the key word, systematic. If you are not systematic, you will never succeed. Every business, I don't care what type of business it is, they must advertise, they must have follow-up plans, and they must be systematic. Again, anybody who's taken the Brian Buffini classes or watched any of my previous videos will tell you that it is so important to schedule yourself and have a routine business. And if you don't, what's going to end up happening is every morning you're going to get bogged down, drowned with all of your clients calling you, and then the appraisal hasn't come in yet, and the lender needs this and this, that, and the other, and people are scared they're going to lose something. It's craziness that goes on in our industry, and you can easily get sidetracked every single day. I know the feeling. I walk into the office, and 4 or 5 hours will disappear before I even know what just happened. And if I didn't make my sales and marketing my priority, then guess what? It didn't get done that day. And the more days that this happens, the more your business is, the quicker your business is going to go out of business. So again, schedule your follow-up program. My suggestion is that you send out your newsletters once a month. If you don't want to do them every month, then you should at least do them every other month. Really, anything less than that is you're hurting yourself. You need to stay TOMA. You'll see me put it all over the place. TOMA, TOMA, top of mind awareness. And your newsletters are constantly hitting people to remind them that you're in real estate and that you need business, essentially, and that you're asking for business in the nicest, sweetest way. I love our newsletters because they've got great articles in there. And the good part about them as well, now this is a very old one. Would you like to know how much your neighbor's house sold for? Again, reminding them you're in real estate, but everything else is not about real estate. Look at this, 4 easy tips to live rich. Okay, and let's just keep going, and I'm going to show you some other great points of this. Please welcome new friends, good friends, into our real estate family. Again, isn't this so nice when you add new people and then they're recognized? That's the key. Everybody wants recognition, and they love it in a printed, like a visual, public way. The game is the number one reason why I stick with this newsletter, because the game brings the people, it makes them call me, which I love. If they don't call me, then it's my responsibility to call them. So the game really works. So if you have the systematic approach, now a lot of people will say to me, I'd like to email them. Knock yourself out. I tried this early in my business and it did not work. So I don't recommend it. And again, people are just being lazy and shortcutting it. They want to be cheap. They want to shortcut it. It doesn't work. Just do it the right way. Mail it. I tried it myself. My client said to me that they did not even see it. And it wasn't that they didn't get the email. It's just because everybody, like myself, is drowning in emails every day. I mean, we get 100 emails plus a day. So if that's the case, do you really think that they have time to sit and read your newsletter? No. It's good for them to see your name, yes. But the print works. So just do it. Don't be lazy. Just do it. If you find that it isn't getting done, that's when it's time to hire someone. A lot of people say to me, well, I don't have the money to hire someone. Well, guess what? You're going to be out of business quick, because this is part of sales and marketing. It's your follow-up program. It cultivates tomorrow's business. It keeps your current clients, friends, family aware that you're still a professional, you're still in the business, so they're not going to forget about you. Obviously top of mind awareness is the most important thing for any advertising, okay? And then at the same time, it also encourages them to refer you. This is what you need. Constant reminding them constantly that you're asking for referrals, and you're doing it in the nicest way. So just do it in print. If not, hey, you can do what you want to do, but I'm going to say I told you so in the end, okay? So my suggestion is just to listen and do it the right way, okay? So other than the newsletter, Brian Buffini, they have their items of value. You can try those. I did those for probably about a year, and then I switched to the newsletter because I liked it a lot better. It had a lot of different articles, and they are items of value in my personal opinion. And of course, the game always encouraged people to call me, whereas Brian Buffini's didn't. Again, either way is acceptable. If you do Brian Buffini's item of value, your next step is to call every single person that you sent that item of value to. Yes, that's your job. You have to call them. Hey, I sent you the item of value. Did you get it? What did you think about it? Hey, how are you? How's your family? How's your occupation? What's going on this year? You taking a vacation? Anything exciting going on in your life? Thanks so much for following up with me. And by the way, I'm never too busy for your referrals. So if you know anybody, real estate's going great for me, but if you know anybody, I'd love to, have somebody that's similar to you, because you're one of my favorite past clients, friends, or family, whoever they are. And I would love to attract more people just like you in my life, because that makes my life so enjoyable. Thanks for thinking about me. You could also do like David Knox says. Instead of saying, oh, by the way, thanks for your referral, you could always say, and I do like this one better, to be honest with you, if anyone that you know was thinking about buying or selling a house, like who would be the next person? If anybody was thinking about it, who would that person be? Okay? The reason why he says it this way is because if you say, do you know anyone? Most people immediately say, no, I don't know anybody, but don't worry, I'll remember you. But if you say to them, who most likely would be buying next, if anybody was buying, who would that be? They're forced to come up with a name. Really, they're like, I don't know. Let me think about that one. And then I typically will say, I always look for the people who are complaining about their commute, people who are pregnant, people who are getting married, people who are getting divorced. You know anybody like that? That I could give a call and see if they need my assistance? It's a little bit more of an aggressive approach, but guess what? It's very effective. So either way, you got to make sure you're making these phone calls and then having the proper dialogues ready. Practice before you pick up the phone. And then again, pick up the phone. It's one of the things nobody likes to do. I guarantee I'm in the same boat with you. Some mornings I don't want to make my calls. But guess what? It's called work, and you must do it. And it's those tasks that you don't want to do that keep you from building the career that you want to build. So if you want to build a successful business, you must do the things that you don't want to do. And that would be making those phone calls. Okay? Again, a lot of times people run around on the rat race, the rat wheel, every single morning, scrambling for new business. Do you want to be that business? No, you don't. You want to have the garden in place that springtime, you're full of food, okay? You're going to be able to eat because it's already been planted. This is the way you do it. I also love Brian Buffini's methods of pop-buys. You should plan at least a few pop-buys every week. Pop-buys are very simple, very easy to do. Hey, I'm going to be in your area. Is it okay if I stop by? I have something for you. It doesn't have to be an elaborate, expensive gift. It could be something, it obviously would help if it's something relevant, such as, I like to do the dog treats, and people love their pets, so I love to do those type of things. Or, my kids, they'll make a bunch of chocolate chip cookies and we deliver them. Oh, my kids made me too many cookies and I'm dying to give them away. Can I give you some? I'd love to see you again anyway. And then they're like, okay. And then again, don't leave the porch. Don't step your foot inside. Keep the car running and, just make it a quick thing. Other than that, guys, on your follow-up system should be at least once a week. There's a great little book that has come out, and you really should take the time to read it. Never Eat Alone, Building the Network Business. Essentially, guys, you're in a people business. You're in a network business. This is what we do. Never eat alone. Take the time once a week to reach out with your friends or your family or somebody that is what Brian Buffini calls your A-plus clients. Your A-plus clients are people who refer you all the time. They're always referring you. The reason why they're referring you is because they appreciate you. They like everything that you do for them. So what are you doing for them? So again, my suggestion is take them out to lunch. Not the same person every week. Okay, don't do that. Pick a different person every week. And if you've got 52 people that are A-plus clients, that's one a week, once a year. Maybe you want to do it more often than, maybe you don't. I would suggest if they're A-plus people to do it a little bit more than once a year. But that's, just my suggestion. And what I like to do is tell them to invite someone that they think may be buying or selling next. Hey, is there anybody in your office that you think would be buying? Can you invite them to lunch too? Tell them lunch is on me. And then it's my introduction to them. So that's a really easy trick to expanding your database. Because remember, you're supposed to be building your database every week. If you're not adding people to your database will dry up. And that is, again, another huge problem in your business. So you need to be adding people. At the same time, they're to be going on your your follow-up system so that you can keep them. If you don't put them on a follow-up system, they will forget you. And it was pointless. So again, here's my follow-up plan. I do my newsletters once a month. I do my client appreciation parties a couple times a year. Now, those are not big and elaborate. Those are just, we take them out to comedy clubs, we take them out to dinner, we take them and we really, show our appreciation. And again, I always tell them, thank you so much for all that you don't have no idea how much you help my business. And then they feel happy that they're helping our business. And I want to give something back to you. I got some comedy club, got some Washington, Wizard tickets. I got some Cap game tickets, got something, and I'd love to take you out because you've been so awesome to me, and I just want to show you how much I appreciate you. And they're always like, oh, wow, thanks. And then you take them out. Okay, so we got the newsletters going once a month. I also have an electronic follow-up system going on. Now, my C people, which would be people that are new or people that never have referred me, B's, they're capable of doing that and they're most likely going to do that. But C's, you're not really sure. So typically I would put them on my email right away. And I might try them for a while with the Popeyes. That's definitely probably once a year. Other than that, the newsletters they'll get and the electronic. Electronic, I just do through Property Minder. Again, my website has a campaign built into it. So they're getting the market updates. I always ask them if I can sign them up for neighborhood alerts. I sign them up for neighborhood alerts, and then they're getting updates anytime something in their neighborhood comes up on the market so that they can keep track of their equity. Also, Property Minder does the Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Halloween, those kind of holiday cards go out, season greetings. Those are really nice, just again, from you, thinking of you. They even have a birthday card, so you can actually program it in for their birthday, and it'll automatically send them a birthday card via email every year. I mean, how nice is that? So that's how these are simple, easy tricks to get them to remember you forever. If you don't have these things in place now, you need to start. My recommendation is at least to start with the electronic version and the phone calls. Those are very effective. But at the same time, adding the newsletter in print is very effective. It's going to even make it more effective. So your conversion rates on the return are going to be even higher. It's just putting the energy into it. Okay, guys, so that is a follow-up system. And you guys can do the recipe cards. You can do the sports cards that come out with the magnets and the calendars. All those things are really nice. Don't get me wrong, they're all really nice. It's just, in my personal opinion, I want something to demonstrate that you're a professional in real estate. So if you're a professional in real estate, you've got to have the real estate specific, um, you know, follow-up campaigns. So, okay, hopefully that helps you guys. If you have any other crafty ideas or anything of that nature, please reach out. I'd love to hear your feedback on what you do for a follow-up plan. And, the good stuff I'm going to share with everybody. And, of course, you feel free to share with everybody what you're doing if you find it to be effective. This has been very effective for me, and it constantly generates year after year after year business. And it's very simple. It's like that's all I need to do, and it doesn't cost that much. So, okay, good luck, guys, and you know where to find me.